The Knoxville Nationals start today, and we'll talk everything you need to know, including the Wednesday prelim field, plus a deep dive on those all-important heat races. I've also got some rumblings on a sprint car meeting about a hot topic, details on whether the Gold Cup will happen or not out in California, and more. Let's go. It's Wednesday, August 7th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. Today's episode of the Daily is being supported by Jeremy Elliott's SprintCarUnlimited.com. If you're a sprint car fan, you're looking for coverage, you want breaking news, driver interviews, videos, and a whole lot more, hit up SprintCarUnlimited.com. I myself am going on, I think, year 4 or 5 as a paid member of Jeremy's site, and I'm there multiple times a week, reading his stories, checking out his commentary, listening to his podcast. And Jeremy's on site in Knoxville as we speak all week, covering everything Knoxville Nationals, and he's already been pumping out the content. A membership to SprintCarUnlimited.com is usually $35 for the year, which is already not that much money. That's less than $3 a month. But through the Nationals, he's running a 20% off special where you can get a full year for just $28. If you use code SCUMOM2024 at checkout, you can take advantage. That's SCUMOM2024 for 20% off. Don't forget as well to go subscribe to his Sprint Car Unlimited YouTube channel. He does a daily sprint car show plus weekly long form interviews. And just today on his daily sprint car show, he revealed 2 more of his Knoxville Nationals win favorites. And you can watch all of that stuff for free. Thanks to Jeremy for his support of the daily and his contributions to sprint car racing. Today is the opening day for the 63rd Knoxville Nationals, and tonight we will have cars on track for the first of 2 prelim nights. We'll get half the cars tonight, half on Thursday, and then the Friday Hard Knocks night is everyone's final chance. The top 16 in event points from Wednesday and Thursday lock into the Saturday night main event. Teams 17th through 26th in those points get the first 10 spots in the Saturday B, and then everyone else re-racks for Friday. The top 4 in Friday's feature get the final 4 Nationals feature spots. Everyone else, they're going to fill in those mains, likely down to the E. Main events tonight and tomorrow are $12,000 to win. Friday is $4,000 to win, and then the Nationals winner will take home $190,000. The Saturday main event pays $15,000 just to start. The total 4-day purse north of $1.1 million. With so many cars and so many good cars, there is nowhere to hide on these prelim nights. Today's 55-car entry list includes names like Donnie Schatz, David Gravel, Gio Scelzi, Sheldon Haudenschild, Brent Marks, Corey Day, Anthony Macri, and a lot more. So if you're going to position yourself into that top 16 in points, you're going to have to be very good. I've said a few times lately that we don't often see surprise Knoxville Nationals winner, and this is a big reason why. You can't skate your way into things here. Guys must be fast every time they hit the racetrack. And remember that after qualifying, heat races have a top 8 invert, and only the top 4 make the night's main event. So can the guys starting toward the front take advantage of the invert, or can the faster guys come through the field quickly? These heat races are likely the most stressful and dramatic you will see all season. I dove into the database at DIRTRACKR.com/analytics this morning to give you an idea on heat race transfer odds by starting position. These probabilities are based on heat races from 2017 through 2023 at the Nationals. These numbers don't include 2020 as that wasn't technically the Nationals. So what each probability represents is your chances of finishing inside the top 4 based on where you start. So, what you're looking at on the screen here, if you start first in a heat race, you have a 63.3% chance of transferring. And I think as you look at this, there's a couple of interesting things to note. First, over this span from 2017 to 2023, no driver starting 9th or 10th has transferred into the night's main event. That is why you see 0% probability. Also, if you look at these numbers, it's pretty clear that the outside line has an advantage. All of the even starting positions have a better probability than the odd starting position. So those are obviously going to be the outside starters. I will post this graphic to social media later on so you can refer back to it if you like while you're watching the next 2 nights. A couple of guys to keep an eye on tonight who have done well in heat races lately at the Nationals include David Gravel, Justin Peck, Cole Macedo, Brandon Wimmer, and Jamie Ball. So that's kind of a nice mixture of some traveling guys and some local guys as well. So the next question is, does winning your prelim night equate to Nationals wins? Well, more recently, the answer is no. The last time a prelim night winner also won the Nationals was 2019 when David Gravel did it. Over the last 6 events, only twice has a prelim night winner gone on to win the big show. Once tonight's action is complete, take a look at those event points. Drivers need to be right around probably 450 to get themselves in. 448, 449 is going to put guys right near that bubble. Drop me a comment. Let me know who you are picking from tonight's field. If you are playing pools this week and need some extra research help, don't forget about all of the race results over at DIRTRACKR.com. There's full Knoxville Nationals results, including prelim nights back to 2017, all of that available in the database. Elsewhere around Knoxville this week, this is kind of a chance for the industry as a whole to come together, and that includes meetings. Social media likes to bring up the Sprint Car Safety Council pretty often, which I don't think has really been a thing for a while, but I have been told there will be a Sprint Car meeting of the minds this week to discuss the state of the sport, and one particularly hot topic will supposedly be addressed, and it's one we've been talking about a bit here lately on the show, and that's fuel tanks. We've seen several nasty sprint car fires this season, and fuel tanks separate from cars completely. We had one this last Sunday in USAC action at Bloomington, one during the main event at the 360 Knoxville Nationals. That's what you're seeing on screen right now. And of course, Bill Balog's nasty incident at Eldora, where the entire rear of the chassis came apart. Is this a tank construction problem? Is it a mounting problem? Does the whole setup need to be reworked? Hopefully these are all questions that will be answered. And I don't know if this meeting will lead to any immediate changes, but the boss people should be taking a serious look at this. Having heavy methanol bombs flying through the air in a crash just doesn't seem like the best idea. I'll keep you posted if I hear any updates. Looking past the Knoxville Nationals, a bunch of sprint car teams will head west as High Limit begins their West Coast swing on August 15th at the Tulare Thunderbolt. On that swing later this month is the $100,000 to win Gold Cup at Chico, and I've gotten several questions about the likelihood that this event even happens. The Gold Cup is held at the Silver Dollar Speedway, but at the moment, those fairgrounds where the racetrack is, they are housing firefighters battling the nearby park wildfire. And in the past, we've seen racing events canceled because of the need for these firegrounds to be used for firefighting efforts. But in this instance, supposedly that won't be necessary. Silver Dollar Speedway, which is promoted by Brad Sweet, Kyle Larson, and Colby Copeland, tweeted late last night that the event is on as planned and that the fairgrounds have assured them that the show will go on. That's good news, and hopefully that bit of information will remain true going forward. The Gold Cup runs August 21st through the 24th. In racing action last night, Matt Sheppard was a short track Super Series winner at Mohawk International Raceway. Great racing down the stretch between Sheppard and Stuart Friesen and David Hebert. Check out those highlights today if you didn't get a chance to watch. The modified competitors are back to it tonight with a stop at Cornwall. This will be live over on Flow Racing. Also tonight, we were supposed to get the beginning of Appalachian Midget Week for the Xtreme Outlaw Midgets, but the entire 4-race swing has been sacked because of weather. Bits of Tropical Storm Debbie are affecting basically the entire eastern seaboard this week, and Midget Week was a victim. The Xtreme Midgets are back September 13th at Southern Illinois Speedway. In Nebraska today, the USMTS Modifieds begin a 3-race week. They don't have to worry about Tropical Storm Debbie. That includes races at Beatrice and Lakeside. Jake Tim holds a very small 2-point lead on Jim Chisholm right now for the championship. Chisholm coming off of a weekend sweep at Lucas Oil Speedway this past Friday and Saturday. If you want to tune in via streaming, this USMTS show is one of the races on today's streaming schedule at DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. Hit that up for all of your options. And we are starting to add start times there as well, so hopefully that makes your life a little bit easier when you're looking at the schedule. Around the other dirt racing podcasts this week, Wing Nation has Tyler Courtney and TJ Stutz. Todd Turner joins the Dirt Reporters. Dirt Track Confessions has Lakia Moran. Passing Points has John Brittenauer. QuickTime has Ray Lipsy. Hoagie's Garage has Tony Bachhoven and more. Turn 2 Terribles also has TJ Stutz. They've also got Brock Hamaker. Getting Up to Speed has multiple new guests, and there are new episodes of Dirt Tracks and Rib Racks, Racing Roundup, and The Drivers Project. To see the full rundown of shows and new episodes, visit DIRTRACKR.com/podcasts. That's it for the Daily Show today. If you haven't picked one up yet, Sprint Car t-shirts, just like this one, they're in stock right now over at shop.dirtracker.com. They're $25, and I ship them just as quickly as orders come in. Stock is getting low on some sizes, but there are still plenty of things like the XLs and the 2Xs left. You can grab a Dirt Tracker sticker while you're there as well. That's shop.dirtracker.com. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.